Minera 0, Real Madrid 5. This match was very predictable, and when you would watch the game, it was one-sided. The scoreline shows it. But overall, the play, it was just Real Madrid. It was like a training match. And this was the starting 11. Now look at this lineup. You will see about 3 academy players starting in the back 4. The 2 Aguados and Asensio. Now these Aguados, I'm saying that because both of their surnames is Aguado. Now I do know of the one Lorenzo Aguado. He played in pre-season, but Diego Aguado I didn't watch at all. And further on, Arda Güler, Hendrik, Valverde starting. And I'm happy with this lineup. I thought everyone that had to play, played. And as I said, super one-sided because the first goal was kind of a scrappy goal. But Valverde scored. And this guy's on a roll. As I said, Ballon d'Or Valverde is very much possible in this year. So Valverde scores. A few minutes later, Camavinga scores. And Camavinga's goal was quite decent. It came from a header. And then a few minutes later, Arda Güler scored. And we can go on and on about the goals. To be honest, the goals were not that impressive. Madrid was dancing with those defenders before he scored. And to me, this match was kind of irrelevant. And I know people are going to say Real Madrid always struggle against these quality teams. If you know Real Madrid's history, they either lose to a Segunda Division team or they get knocked out by a big team. But it's rare that Real Madrid win the Copa del Rey. We even saw both Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe both make cameo appearances, in which it was kind of surprising. Mbappe, I thought he would score, but he was struggling against this defenders from this team. Vinicius, I was surprised that he did play because he got a straight red card in the previous game. So when I saw him come up from the bench, I was confused, but then I remember that Copa del Rey doesn't fall in the same bracket as La Liga apparently. So Vinicius Jr. will still face and still serve that 2-match ban. If you wanted to see academy players and some of the bench players cook, this would be the game. But as far as stakes go, as far as seeing Mbappe and Vinny perform, this was not it. Truly, a game that was truly missable. And if you missed the game, you didn't really miss much. And you wouldn't be surprised by anything in my opinion. So now we look forward to the Supercopa. And guess who Real Madrid play against? Mallorca. Now let's get into something very interesting. Because we know whenever Real Madrid play Mallorca, things always go down. Whether it is racism towards Vinicius, anything directed towards Vinny, it always comes from Mallorca. And in the beginning of the season, Real Madrid drew against them. And the funny thing is, Maffeo, who is a right back for Mallorca, he told the media that if him and Vinicius were in a boxing match, he would knock Vinicius out within 10 seconds. And this is so hilarious to me because this guy is a football player and you see his mentality. His mentality is, I would beat Vinicius in a fight. And listen, this guy is Spanish with some Argentine blood as well. And it makes sense. Most of the time I see only Argentina players act like this. Football is 50% of why they play football. The other 50% is disrespecting the players or wanting to cause havoc. And that is what Argentine players do. So when it comes to Maffeo, I just think he's another clown in Mallorca. But we already knew this. It's not surprising news. But with that all being said, let's get a rundown on how the team played against this Copa del Rey team. Andre Lunin, so he did not get too many starts this season, and I thought he was good. He didn't have much to do, let's be honest here. He didn't have much to do. He didn't impress that much. He kept a clean sheet. Lunin to me was decent. He didn't have too much to do. Okay, so Diego Aguado, when it comes to him, I think he was decent. He did some good tackles, good passes. At the end of the day, I'm not going to look at his performance or any of these youngsters' performances and say, well, they're ready for La Liga, they're ready to play first team. I don't think so because this team, I think the Castilla could even beat him. So when it comes to Diego Aguado, I think it was decent. When it comes to Lorenzo Aguado, I thought he was passing some good football there, playing good. So I will say overall, he was decent. Raul Asensio though, I thought Raul Asensio was very good in this game. He was the leader in the back four in my opinion. The guy's tackles were so good, ball playing excellent. Asensio, in my opinion, listen, this is my opinion. Real Madrid should keep him. They should keep him, and the reason why they should keep him is he's too good. He needs to stay. If he has to leave, who knows how his career is going to go. Real Madrid needs centre backs. And to me, they don't also need to spend money still, because Asensio is right there. Frank Garcia had an excellent game. Excellent game. Whenever there was an attack, you would see Frank Garcia be a part of it. Frank Garcia had such a good game, and definitely one of his best performances this season. Frank Garcia, excellent. Fede Valverde, the man that never gets rest, but continues to score goals. I mean, Valverde, let's be honest, what a performance. I'm still a bit worried that Ancelotti might be playing him too much. This was a missable game for him. He did not have to play this. You could have played anyone else, but you choose Fede Valverde. But he had yet again a very good performance. Eduardo Camavinga also had a good performance. Passing was great, everything was great. Camavinga, when does he ever drop a stinker? I don't think he ever has a bad performance. Dani Ceballos I thought also was good. And listen, I know it sounds like I'm just saying everyone was good, but listen, Ceballos was good. Good passes, good overall play, was involved in the goals. With Ceballos, this was a good performance. Endrick. With Endrick, listen, I'm going to be honest, he was kind of disappointing, missing many shots. And to be honest with you, Endrick hasn't been getting too much games, but I expected more. This is against, I don't even think there's a Gunda division team. Endrick should have performed way better, and when Kylian Mbappe came on later, Endrick was moved to right wing, and I thought he was playing good at right wing. So with Endrick, I would say he was quite mid. Brahim Diaz was involved in every attack, and he always puts on a good performance in my opinion. Sometimes he's mid, but this one definitely was a good performance from Brahim. And then the man that scored 2 goals, and to me is the man of the match, Arda Güler. Such a talent. His positioning is good, his shooting is good. Güler is truly a star in the making. Listen, Güler is a star in the making. If you don't believe it, if you think this is just a Copa del Rey team and he's still average, I will have to disagree with you. Even though this was a weaker team Real Madrid faced, Güler was very good. He's truly just a player who needs game time, and that's it. But overall, Arda Güler, top tier performance, man of the match. But tell me what your thoughts are on the match. But up here's a video about ratings for the Real Madrid players for the first half of the season. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace.